Yeah. Honestly, could you please confirm? Is my voice is loud and clear? Right. తగ్గించు. Okay, it is clear, right? So let's start the session. So in today's class, we are going to discuss the next advanced data types. Now, what is the difference between the fundamental data types versus advanced data types? So if you see this, fundamental data types, what are the fundamental data types we are having? Fundamental data types. What are the fundamental data types we are having? So the fundamental data types are like int, float, boolean, and string. So these are the four fundamental data types. Along with that, one more fundamental data type also available called as complex numbers. Okay. So before moving on to the advanced data types, just let me explain the complex number also. And why I have ignored that complex number earlier means because we are not going to use in the real life of the data science. Okay. Here, first we'll understand what are the different types of values are there. Okay. What are the different types of values? In the values, we are having basically two types. First, majorly, we are having two types. One is called as numerical values. Second one is called as non-numerical values. In the numerical values, we are having in terms of integers, okay, and floats. Floats means which are having the decimal and also having the complex numbers. These three comes under numerical values category. Non-numerical data means here, what are the non-numerical data we are having? And next one is we are also having with respect to Boolean values. So Boolean values. So Boolean values are true and false. That too in Python we are having the Boolean values. This is general. Numerical values, integers, floats and complex. This is general. Integers means a numerical value without decimal. Float means a numerical value with decimal. Complex means a numerical value which is having the imaginary part. So if you remember, if you in our school max, we are having a plus ib or bi, whatever it is. And where is the a is the real part and b is the imaginary part. Now what is meant by imaginary part? Imaginary means whenever you get the square root of minus something, that is going to be considered as the imaginary value. For example, square root of 4, we are going to write as square root of 4 into square root of minus 1. And square root of 4 is 2 and square root of minus 1 we consider as I. So imaginary value. So anything square root of 220. So square root of 20 into square root of 1, and what are the square root of 20? Some value will be there, that value into I. We are going to have like this. So now imaginary values. So sometimes the numerical values will be having the imaginary part which is not executable. Square root of 1 is not findable. So for some numbers we can't find, for those values we are going to consider as the imaginary part. Some infinity numbers, imaginary numbers, these are the some kind of numbers. Now in the similar way, we are having the complex also numbers. Now how we are having the normal like in terms of like this. Let's get into the complex. Now what is complex numbers? Complex. So in real life, I mean in mathematics, we are having a plus ib, where a is the real part, b is the imaginary part. Now here in the Python, we are having as jb. The syntax is a plus jb, where a is the real part, b is the imaginary part, same to same. Okay. Now, so here I'm having in terms of, I'm writing the c is equal to 2 plus 3j. 2 plus 3j. What is the meaning of 2 plus 3j? Means a, where a is the real part and b is the imaginary part. 3 is the imaginary part. Now, whatever the real part is there, a plus bj, a can be plus, the a can be minus. Anything can be possible. It can be integer, it can be float. Means simply from minus infinity to plus infinity, you can select any value of A. Similarly for B also, plus value is possible, minus value is possible. You can select from minus infinity to plus infinity any value. So in this example, 2 plus 3j, what is the real value, miss? Plus 2. What is the imaginary value, miss? Plus 3. So now how to extract the real value? I want only the real value. Then you are going to write C dot real. C dot real will give you the real value. C dot image, IMAG, will give you the imaginary value. In the given complex number, real part and imaginary part will be separated like that. Is the point is clear, guys? Everyone? Clear? Now, so like this, we are going to separate the data, imaginary value and real value, C dot real and C dot image. Sir, for example, minus 2.5, minus 2.5 plus 3j, then what is the real value is going to be, miss? Minus 2.5. So once I execute, minus 2.5, imaginary value is equal to 3. So 3.0 or 3, by default it will give as the float value. It has given by default float value. No sir, I want real value, I mean integer value, miss int of. So first inner bracket will be executed, that is C dot image, that is 3.0. For that int will be applied and you are going to get the 3. If you want to convert, you are going to use int of. Sir, for example, here you are having the 3, so automatically it is giving 3.0. For example, you are having the 3.2. In that case, it will give the 3.2. In that case, if I apply int of, it is going to be a problem now. Means automatically it has to take accordingly. Then you are going to use the function called as eval. I already told you, eval function. So if you write the eval, so when you are writing the eval, see here, it is saying that it cannot have with respect to C dot image, which is inside the int. Eval function is applicable only on the strings. Eval function is applicable only on the strings. That is the reason for eval of input of we are applying. Input function by default will give the string. And similar way, if you write eval for this one, it is going to throw the error since eval is applicable only on the strings. Is the point is clear, guys, for everyone? So here, just you are going to take the C dot image. Now, sir, for example, here 3 only is there. Okay, here I am having only 3. C dot image will give us 3.0. Is that anything problem? Absolutely not a problem. If 3.0 comes also, what is the problem? 3 is there also, 3.0 is there also, same thing now. What is the problem for you? So if you do addition, if you do multiplication or if you do division, answer will be the same only now. Any changes? Only the data type is changed, but value wise both are same. Is the points are clear? This is about the complex numbers. Why I have not discussed these complex numbers? Because this will not use in the real life of the data science. What are the data set we are going to receive and what are the analysis we are going to do on that, whether it is a sales data set or HR data set or with respect to some kind of bank data set, any data set, whatever in the real life we are going to work, never will work on the complex numbers. There is no possibility of getting the data of complex numbers. Then why they have created, sir? Python is not only created for data analyst role, na? Python is not only created for data science role, na? Python is created for even for mathematicians also. So who are working purely on maths, they are going to use this data type. Since we are not going to use, we can ignore this one. Okay, Python, remember, Python was not created only for data science or data analytics. Python was created for multiple roles. So for multiple roles, multiple people are going to use the Python. Means some people will use Python as a developer point of view. They require the Whoops concept or something additional. As a Python developer, their requirement will be different. As a non-Python developer, as a data analyst, our requirement will be different. As entire data science or data analyst role, sorry, not data science, data analyst role. In your entire data analyst role, you will never use the Whoops concept. Within the Python, there is a Whoops concept, inheritance, polymorphism, decorators, multi-threading. All these things never you'll use in your entire data analyst career. The moment you change to upskill yourself and you are entering into the other role, in that case, that is required. As of data analyst role, that is not required. No, sir, whether this one also will be covered means then what you are thinking, data, not data analyst, you are thinking something else role. For something else role, why you are sitting in this class? I told you this one in the starting itself. Okay. So make sure that what role you want to be according to that. If you want to be as a data engineer, you should select the data engineering course, not data analyst course. If you want to become data scientist, you have to select that course. Whichever the aim we are having, that one we have to select. Simple. Right? So since complex numbers will not be used in the data analyst role, so that is the reason I have skipped. And similarly, multiple things in the further also, which are not related to data analyst. Sir, even that one also you can discuss now. Like that, I can discuss so many things. Entire Python also I can discuss. But the Python itself will take the 2.5 months course. And later SQL will take 2 months. And later Power BI will take 2.5 months. Like that, if I do, it will take 1 year now. I told you in the starting itself, and again I'm receiving some mails stating that, sir, Python, are we going to learn entire Python? Are we going to learn entire SQL? Are we going to learn entire this? So Python developer is a separate role name. SQL developer is a separate role name. Power BI developer is a separate role name. This is a separate role. And a statistician, this is a separate one. Whatever this person will do, if others also will do the same thing. For example, in my course, everything was included in depth and all these things are included. If whatever the Python developer will do, yeah, data analyst also can do means, then why to create Python developer role? Directly in the job description, they can give data analyst only now. Because data analyst is learning Python, SQL, Tableau, Power BI, statistics, all these things now. The person is going to learn all these things means, why these many roles separately? For all these roles, cancel and call only data analyst in the company. So that you can use no need of SQL developer, call data analyst. He will only use as SQL developer. Call Power, instead of Power BI developer, cancel that role and call only data analyst. Why all these roles? If data analyst can do all the things, why all these roles? Simply cancel them. In a job, just open the website, job portal. In that SQL developer board will be there. So why you are asking SQL developer? Ask data analyst so that SQL work also will be completed now. Wherever the Python developer is there, remove the Python developer, call for data analyst. He will only do a Python also. Every role in the IT industry, every role is data analyst role only you can keep now. Why are these many roles, different names? Is the point is clear? Because some of the students still are having the doubt whether we will have this one, that one like this. Forget everything. Here you are sitting for the data analytics. This course name is called as data analytics. Analyzing the data and developing the business from that. For that, what required, I will explain. To get the 100% job as a data analyst, what required, I will explain. And whatever I am explaining, you practice that one. Not exactly the same examples, concepts are same. Examples you have to add. One example if I am explaining, 2 examples you have to add. But concepts are sufficient. What are the concepts I am explaining in the class? That concepts are sufficient. Not exactly same examples. Examples you have to add more for your practice purpose. Is the points are clear? Now, just let's get into this next one called as list. Now, advanced data types, we are moving on to the list. Yeah, Manish, that's not required. Okay. Next, let's get into this advanced data types. Advanced data types. Now, what are the advanced data types we are having? And within the advanced data types, we are going to have list, tuple, set, and dictionary. Okay. list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So these are the four comes under advanced data types. What these fundamental data types? Fundamental data types. What fundamental data types will do means fundamental data types can store one value, can store only one value in a object. Can store one value in a object. Advanced data types can store multiple values in one object. Okay, can store multiple values in one object. So here, fundamental data types are created to store one value in one object. Sir, explain with a simple example means sofa. Everyone knows sofa, na? Normally where we'll sit in the, right? So what are the sofa we are having? Single seater sofa will be there, three seater sofa also will be there. What is single seater sofa means? In terms of where we are having single seater means only one person can sit in that. If another person has to sit in that sofa means what happens? The previous person has to be removed and this person has to sit. Right? Whereas in the three seater sofa, three members can sit at a time. That both are called as sofa only, right? Single seater sofa only, three seater also it is called as sofa only. But that sofa is different and this is different. Similarly, here also objects. This object was designed only to store the single value. Whereas one object is there to store the multiple values. It can store the multiple values. Right? Now, whatever we are having, list, tuple, set, and dictionary, all these can store the multiple values at a time. For example, you are having the Siva. One student is Siva, second student is SRK. Two students are there. If you write S is equal to Siva, then it will create one object Siva and it will give the name as S and it is a string data type. If you write same S is equal to Siva, comma, SRK, means two different strings. First string, comma, second string. Then it is going to store this one, Siva, comma, SRK in a single object, yes. But this time that object is not the string. This time the object is tuple. It will store, but data type is different. Okay. So as of now, in front of me, offline students. How many offline students are sitting? Miss almost close to 35 students are sitting in front of me. Since 35 students are sitting in front of me, this is the classroom. For example, for example, this course was designed and only 5 students are enrolled for this course. Only 5 students are there. Then why I have to use this much of big classroom? I will select another classroom where the classroom size is very small. What is that is called as? That is also called as classroom only. This is called as also classroom only. But that classroom consists of more number of members. This classroom consists of less number of members. One classroom was designed for one way. If you are interested, you are sitting as of now in one class now. After this, go to the side room. In the same floor, go to the next room. There the classroom size will be different. Why that was designed like that? This was designed like that means as per the requirement. When the students are very less, that classroom. When the students are very high, what are the present classroom we are sitting? That one. Once data analyst course was your batch was completed 9 to 10:30. Once you leave, data science people are going to enter into the same class. Now, how many students are going to sit? Means in offline only 80 members are sitting. Now, 80 members can be accommodated in other classroom in this building. Any other classroom is no. For that reason, we are going to select according to the students. We are going to select the type. So when you want to store a single value, select the basic data type. When you want to store the multiple values, you are going to select this one. And each of them are having their advantages, disadvantages. Every classroom has advantage. Every classroom will have some disadvantage or anything else. And whatever the advantages we are having and what are the disadvantages, according to that we are going to use. So whatever the list will do, everything tuple will not do. Everything if tuple can do, then no need to create the list or no need to discuss the list. And what our tuple can do, set will not do. If one of them, for example, this is the best out of all of them, it is having all the facilities of others, everything means, then no need to discuss remaining thing. No need to invent also. So everyone are having one purpose. So which purpose? First we have to understand. According to that we have to use. As per the requirement we have to use. Is the point is clear, guys? Now, so as per requirement, we will select the data types and also we'll select the data types and also the code. As per the requirement, we'll write the code, and this concept only is called as application. As per the requirement, selecting and doing the work is called as application. So in the English, so many words are there. Which word I am going to use now? Next sentence I am going to speak to you. Which words I am going to use? In the English dictionary, so many words are there now. In that, which words I am going to use? It's purely my requirement. What topic I am explaining and in what way I am explaining. According to that, I will use. Other words, why I will use? If the words are there, means every word has to be used. No. Words will be there, but we have to understand the importance. In which case, which one. And according to that, we have to use. That one only is called as application. Multiple concepts will be available in Python. We have to select as per the requirement. In that situation, which one is applicable, that one we have to select. That is only called as application. In English language, selecting the important words as per the requirement and speaking only is called as communication. Communication is nothing but application of English words. A combination of English words, proper combination, and making a good communication. Okay, it's an application basically. To understand that application, what we require? First, what are the words are there? What is parts of speech? What is meant by sentences? I mean tenses. What is meant by past? What is meant by present? What is future? And once we understand all these things, according to our requirement, we'll speak accordingly. For example, we are discussing about the future data. We will use the future verbs. If I want to describe about the past data, I will use the past verbs. This is requirement. For example, tomorrow I am going to conduct this Saturday, there is a test for you. I want to tell that one. In this case, what I have to use? Future or past? For that requirement, which one I have to select? Simple na. Similarly, in the Python also concepts are there. Multiple concepts are there. We are going to select as per the requirement. List is having different applications. Tuple is having different applications. Set is having different applications. Dictionary is also having different applications. You have to select accordingly in the future purpose. Now, whereas list is the most widely used data type in Python. Most of the times we will go with the list only. And it is very flexible. Why it is very flexible means it is having multiple advantages. Okay. And list is an advanced data type where it can store the multiple values. Each value inside the list is called as item. It can store the multiple values na, one value, one item. A list can have 0 items to multiple items. So empty list also possible. A list can have 0 items. Okay. Declaring a list, items are separated by commas within the square brackets. You are going to take the square brackets and each value is separated by comma. All the items in the list no need to be of same data type. It can be of different data types. A list is a ordered sequence of items. Means whatever the order you are going to store, it will save in the same order. When there is a order, automatically indexing will come. Order is there means indexing will work. Items can be duplicated. What are the items are there? Different items. It can be duplicate also. And list is mutable. Mutable means the items can be modified within the same object. Not by creating new object, within the same object only you can do the modification. Okay. Now, so let's see the one by one clearly. First, I'm going to take the list. List means square bracket. Okay. L is equal to, if you write simply L is equal to square bracket, inside that you are not writing anything. It is called as empty list. A list with 0 items. Sir, earlier you told that square brackets are used for index numbers now. How Python will understand? For example, if I write like this, L is equal to list of 1. If I write like this 1, now how it will consider? In this case, how it will consider? In this case, how it will consider? Now, for example, if you are writing here, this one on the right side, after writing equal to, you are writing on the right side, then it is considered as the value and it is considered as the list value. If before to that you are writing the variable name and followed by you are writing the square bracket, means it is considered as the indexing. Without writing, I am not writing the variable name. I am not writing the variable name after that square bracket. You are not writing the variable name before to that, means it is considered as the list value. Okay, is the point is clear? See, for example, I am writing here. Just first example, I am taking the list of 1. Now, sir, it is a value, it is a indexing. It is a value. If you store, if you don't store, that is your choice, but it is a value. If you write before to that variable name something, then that same one will be considered as the index number of S. Within the S, index number 1, it will select. But if you don't write the variable name, then it will consider as the list value. Is the point is clear? Absolutely. You are not assigning, means you are not going to store them, you are not going to use that. For example, list of Shiva, Rama, Krishna, like this I am having the list of student names. And in the list of student names, you are storing, means in the future you can open and you can see. In the Excel sheet, you are storing the list of names. Why you are writing in the Excel sheet for that one? Why you are writing the Excel sheet on a paper or everything? Why you are writing? Because to see that one in the future. I don't want to see, miss, write in your brain only. Then you no need to see. That is your choice. I don't want to see in the Excel sheet. I don't want to store the data. I don't want on the paper. I don't want to save that one, miss. Don't write. It is not compulsory to write now. Generally, why you write the list of the student names in the Excel sheet or the list of student names in a paper? Why you write? Because in the future, once again, we want to see that one. We want to utilize that one. Right? Now, so here I am writing L is equal to, first one is L is equal to square bracket. So right side, whatever you are having is called as value. Now, what is the type of this one? It is a list type. If you want, you can ask with respect to what is the type of L. So based on the right side, it is selecting the data type. So in the right side, you are having only one. It is going to select the type of L. What is the type of L means? It is going to give the int. If you write 1.2, it is going to give float. If you give 2 plus 3j, it is going to give the complex. If you write right side true, it will give the output as boolean. If you write right side string srk, it will give the string. If you right side in terms of square bracket, anything, square bracket is there on the right side, means it is considered as a list. Based on the right side, whatever is there, according to that, it is going to select the data type. Is the point is clear? Now, just I'm going to take the empty, means a list of empty. Now, what it is going to have means, it is going to create one object with empty list. L. Now, next, so here I'm writing the L is equal to empty list print L. Now, if you want to add multiple values, you can add the multiple values. Earlier in the int object, I'm storing only one value. If I want to store 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like this multiple values I want to store in a single object, not in a separate. 1 in a separate object, 2 in a separate object, 3 in a separate object. Instead of storing separate objects, I want to store all the values in a single object, means I'm going with the list. So here list 1, 2, 3, 4 and it is going to store the multiple values. Now the object was created like that 1, 2, 3, 4. L. Whatever the order you are writing, in that order only it is going to save. Okay. So now type of L. What is the type of L? Means list type. Sir, here you have taken all of them on int. Is that compulsory? Everything should be int only? No need. So 10, 20.5, true, SRK. One is int value, one is float value, boolean value, string value. So anything can be there. So list can store any data type. All the items no need to be of same data type. It can be of any data type. Choice is yours. That is the reason it is called as heterogeneous. If it accepts only a particular data type, means it is called as homogeneous. Right? And it is going to store in the same order. Whatever the order you are writing, in that order only it is going to store. For example, how this one will be created means it is going to create in the box 10, 20.5, true, SRK. Is the point is clear? And it is going to give the name as L. Since ordering is there, indexing also available. Same indexing. 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Sir, already strings also having indexing now, sir. Obviously, then this one how it will store? It internally one more box is there. In that one more box, SRK. Is the point is clear? Whether in the same box int will be stored? No. Float will be stored? No. True will be stored? No. But SRK will be like this. Each character is stored in the each box internally again. Right? Now, let's take the next one called as within the list. Within the list, you can have one more item as a list only. Within the list, one more item as the list. And this concept is called as nested list. So it can accept int, it can accept float, it can accept boolean, it can accept the string, it also accepts the list. So within the list, if you are having one more list, it is called as nested list. Okay. Now, so how this will be created object? First it will create 1, 2, 3, a list of 4, 5. A list of 4, 5 is considered as a single item in the single box. Now the index numbers we are going to get 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Now total how many items are there here? Overall items. Only 4 items. You should not say 5 items. What are the 4 items? Means first item is 1. Second item is 2. Third item is 3. Fourth item is list of 4, 5. Total 4 items are there. Sir, but 4 and 5 are separate. No, sir. I am asking for this bracket how many items are there. Not for this bracket how many items are there. For the main bracket how many items are there. Is the point is clear? For the main bracket how many items are there will be given as only 4. That is called as nested. Now just here one more example for nested. What is this? How many items are there first? Tell me. If I print total how many items? How many? 1. Write in the notes. Keep the list items. Heading as list items. What are the list items? 1. Followed by 4. Followed by 16. Followed by 25, list of 25, 36. Followed by 49. Followed by SRK. Total how many items? 6 items. Now these 6 items you store in the rectangular box. Write like this list also. Write the rectangular box also in the notes. What happens? Anything is problem? If you write 2 times. Write in the notes like that. See, whatever I am writing in the, using my pen, using this one, whatever I am writing on the screen, write that one in the notes. whatever is in the already in the Jupyter notebook, that no need to write in the notes, because I am going to share the same Jupyter notebook to you only. Whatever is in the Jupyter notebook, for example, this one is there. These are the points I have told you. This one you no need to write in the notes also. You no need to take the photo also, because I am only going to share this one. Whatever is in the Jupyter notebook, I will share as it is like that. You no need to take the photos, you no need to take the screenshots, or you no need to write in the notes. Nothing. Which will not be available in the Jupyter notebook means whatever I am writing on the screen like this, now this is not available. This is important for you. After the class, this is not available. Is the point is clear? Now, so here 1, first you write here 1, and also you write 4, 16, list of 25, 36, 49, and SRK. Okay. So now give the index numbers. What are the index numbers means? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sir, now this is internally also list, no sir. Okay, add one more box internally. So I'm adding one more box internally like this. And for this SRK also I'm adding the box, because that is also string. So SRK. Sir, what about the index numbers for this one and for this one? Okay, let us add the index numbers also. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2 internally. Internal index numbers. Is the point is clear? Anyone confused? Anyone having any question? If you are having any question, just tell me. First, I am going to take the first box, main box. Okay. Nested. Just we have to call it as list of. For example, 25 and 36 you have to call. How to call 25 and 36 means list of 25, 36. We have to say like this. And internal values, how we are to use, how to extract, that we'll see. That is the next example. Okay. 1, 4, 16. Internally list of 25. List means again box. 25, 36. 49. For 49 box will be there? No, because it is a int type. For int, float, boolean, no boxes. Only string and list are having the box as of now. And SRK. SRK. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For the main one. Internally 0, 1. Internally 0, 1, 2. Is the point is clear? And now total how many items are there? If I ask total how many items? Overall items are 6 items. And what is this one is called as list type, because the main one is main bracket is square bracket. Main one is square bracket means it is called as list type. Now, if you ask indexing, next of 5, what is in the next of 5? What is there inside the next of 5? Next means this one. Overall is called as next. In that inside 5, what is there? With respect to SRK. So here index numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that is the reason in a flow, I told yesterday itself. If you give the correct answer initially and if you modify your correct answer, wrong answer to correct answer also, there will be no use. Yesterday only I have told you this one. In a flow, in a fastness, if you give first wrong answer and you only have seen the correct answer and you are only rectifying, interviewer will never get the good impression on you. Obviously, rejection only is the answer. So take extra 1 second more time also, give the correct answer. And most important thing, offline students particularly, most important thing, when I ask a question, respond to the question. Why? Is there any reason? Reason is there. Not for my sake, for you only reason is there. What is that? When you are listening to the question, Whether it is me or when it is your friend asking in the lab or outside any person is asking any question, always try to speak. If you don't know also tell that I don't know. But when you listen to one question with your ears, speak something with your mouth. If you don't speak, what happens? You will be habituated. How you will be habituated means you will listen to the questions and fear will be there now. Generally trainer means or sir means generally small fear will be there as a student level. That is common for everyone. And due to that will not speak generally. Assume. If you are maintaining the same thing in the interview room also, you will continue the same. They'll ask the question, you will listen to your ears, but you will not speak with your mouth. Because you have trained your brain in such a way, to whomever we are having the fear, for that people, for questions we should not give the answers. You have trained your brain like that. Have you observed in your BTech or in your degree, in your class one student will be there. He will always try to speak and he will give always answers. Have you observed any student like that in your class? One student will do overly and will think who are sitting in the last bench, those people will think that why this people is doing over action like this. We call it as OA person or something. But that persons only will get first selected in the companies. Have you observed? Have you observed in your BTech or degree? If you observed means okay. If you have not observed means that is also okay. If you have observed, based on that, what you are understanding, analyze. Whether they are doing extras or that one or this one or they are continuation going to the HOD room and doing some kind of extra activities, that is not important for me. In the class, how much active they are. The more active people will lose automatically the fear. They'll not have any kind of fear. Casually, they'll talk anything. And those people get first selected in the campus interviews. Because of whenever they listen to a question, they'll give the answers. What are the answers they will try first? So here also, if you are having that habit from the day one, after listening to the question, giving the answer, automatically same thing will continue in the interview room. No sir, I'm having my friend will think that if I give a wrong answer, I'll be weak in front of my friend. Arey, your friend will sit for 3 months. After that, if he thinks about you positive means what happens? If he thinks about you negative means what happens? In your intermediate college, when you have not given the correct answer, your friend has taught something. Do you remember that friends now? Your 10th class mates who has laughed at you, do you remember now? Why you are bothering about others? These people will not be with you lifetime now. Right? Point is very simple. Just I'm asking you to recollect yourself. In your childhood only you are asking. I'm not asking in terms of my childhood. Okay? So forget about others, what they think. Whether you give the wrong answer, whether you are saying something or whether something. First, speak with your mouth. Give some answer. Whenever you listen to a question, give the answer. First, give the answer. Don't be silent. That too, to whom we are having the fear, with that particular person, we should not have that one, majorly. Means students always has to respond to the trainer. Because students are having somewhere minute things of fear will be there. Trainer will think in a wrong way. Trainer will have the bad impression. Or he is going to scold us. Or something will be there. From our childhood onwards, by default, teacher respect is there. That will be continued. But the problem is, in the interview, you are only going to face the difficulty. Is the point is clear? Now, what is the important point to be noted is, you want to speak in the interview room without fear means, here you have to speak first. Try. 5 days, let us try. 6th day, when I discuss with you, how much freely you will talk with me, you will observe. Just to give for 5 days try. You don't need to come and talk to me. You sit there only and you give the answers. Just give the answers from your mouth and see the difference after 5 days. If you don't find any difference, means keep as it is silent. Continue with the same silent mode. If you find the difference, means continue with the answers, giving the answers. Whichever you find solution, continue with the same. Is the point is clear? That is the reason why general trainers will ask to give the answers to the students to make them the fearless in the real-time interview room. Right? Particularly me. I don't want to say about others here. Okay? This is particularly for offline students. Online students, they have to type at least in the chat box. You are having the advantage to speak. Right? Use your advantage. Now, coming to the question of, and most important, I'm asking to speak means in a flow, don't give the flow answers. Think 1 minute and give the correct answers. Make a habit of listening to the question and giving the correct answer. Not the quick answer, correct answer. Make a habit of giving correct answer. Okay. Now, coming to the nest of 5. What is the answer of nest of 5 means? Which first you have to collect that what is nest. Nest means this one. In this, what is the index number 5? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is 49. 5 is SRK. So, nest of 5. What is the output means? SRK. Right? Now, whatever you have got, I want in that R again. Means within this, one more time, I want to do the indexing. And I want to extract only R letter. Now, what I'm going to do with now nest of 5 means you have entered up to here. Within the nest, this object is nest object. Inside the nest object, you have entered to the 5 position. Within the 5 position, I want R. R means what is the position of R? 1. So for that, what we are going to do? Add the index number 1. Then automatically you will get the R. Internal. Internal indexing will be done by adding one more bracket like this. That is internal indexing. Now I want the 36. For 36, what I have to do? For 36, what I have to do? First, I will write the nest. Nest of first 36 outside, what is the number? 3. So first add here 3. First add here 3. Now within the 3, again, within that 1. That should be another bracket. This is one bracket. This is one bracket of 3. This is another bracket within that internally. So you are going to get the 36 like this. Is the point is clear? Sir, how Python is understanding this one? Python first, what it will do means, first it will collect what is nest. How the Python works, I am explaining. First it will collect what is next. After collecting the next, it will apply the index 3. When it is applying the index 3, it will check whether it is having the indexing facility or not. First it will check what is the data type of nest. If the data type of nest is either string or tuple or list or something, then indexing is possible. For example, nest only int, then it will throw the error. If the nest itself, it is the boolean, it will throw the error. If nest itself is a float, it will throw the error. First, it will check the nest, what is the data type of nest. For that, indexing is possible means first it will separate this one. It will separated. It is separated. Now, after separating, what is the output you have got now? List of 25, 36. Now, for this one, it is applying the new indexing. It is not applying on the old one. It is applying the indexing on the output. On the output, it is applying the indexing of 1. What is the number you have got? 36. What is the data type of that? Int type. Now for this, if I add the index 0, what is the answer? It is going to give the error. Why? Because int object is not subscriptable. Why int object? Because output is int now. Are you asking 0 on the lista? You are asking 0 on the int. On which one you are applying 0? So it is when you are trying to apply on 0, it is going to say that int object is not subscriptable. Sir, I am applying on next no sir. Okay, after nest of 3, 1. After this, now next it is applying on the this one. Tell me what is the data type of this? Type of this one. What is the data type of this one? Means it is a int type. Now, whatever the indexing you are applying, indexing is not applied on the original list. Indexing is applied on the 36. Indexing is applied on the 36, not on the original one. So since you are applying the indexing on the this one, it is going to throw the error like this. Is the point is clear? Now, next. Now tell me this one, guys. This is the question was given. This is the question. And from this is the Microsoft question. Now, for this question, I want the hello. Hello. Write the output for hello. Write the answer for hello. And Vaibhav is asking. What is the question Vaibhav is asking? Sir, if we are R and K, we should keep no. Separate. Vaibhav, that is slicing now. You want R separately, K separately, or RK combination of RK? RK means slicing. Just 1 minute, Vaibhav. We'll discuss that one also. I will explain with an example. Just give me 1 minute. I want hello is the output. Right? Answer you right. After once I give the answer, you cross check whether you have written correct answer or wrong answer. And after that, please don't tell that, sir, sorry, sir, I have missed this small logic. Don't use that one. I am giving 1 minute time. Think properly. After that, don't say that, sorry, sir, I have not seen like that. Completed? Now, if I have to write the answer, I will not directly give the answer like that. First in my notes, I'll write clearly. What I will write means L is equal to 25, 30, list of 26, 27, 28, list of hello. And this list was closed, and one more list 32 and 38. And this is the one which they have given to me. Okay. Now, I'm going to create one box. First value 25, I will write. Followed by 30, I will write. Followed by list of 26, 27, 28. Again, list of hello. This is box number 3. In the box number 4, 32, 38. First, I will write the index numbers 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. First, they have given the question like this. I am writing for the given question. What are the output? First, I am going to make. Sir, how you know? Point is, sir, how you know up to where this item was ended? Means this much of brick bracket is there now. How you know that entire belongs to one item only? Means comma. For the main bracket, comma, 1 comma, second comma. For the main bracket, where the third comma? This comma is for this bracket. This comma also this bracket. This comma also this bracket. Main this comma only belongs to main bracket. So up to here, this everything comes under one item. Is the point is clear? Now total how many items are there? 4 items only are there. So here only 4 items. If I ask length of L, it is only 4. Okay, done. 4 items are there. Done. After writing like this, I want hello na. First I will take the L of 2. And I will write in the notes what is the output. I will not stop here itself. I will write the output also in the notes. 26, 27, 28, list of hello. Now, what is the object it is going to create like this? 26, 27, 28 and list of hello. 0, 1, 2, 3. Is the point is clear? Now I'm going to apply L of 2 for that 3 I will apply. Now tell me what is the output I am going to get? Hello na, list of hello na. The output is list of hello. This one. List of hello. I'm going to get output like this. Sir, what is the difference between hello versus list of hello means? List of hello means square bracket hello. What is the difference between this one versus this one, guys? You tell me first. Here I'm writing S is equal to hello. Okay. Now I'm also writing S is equal to list of hello. What is the difference between this one versus this one? This is a type of S is called as string type. And what is the type of S? This one? List type. There is a lot of difference between both of them. Not both are same. Don't say simply hello. Add the data type also. Always add the data type and tell me the value. Don't use without data type, don't tell. Okay. So you are going to get the output as list hello with L of 2 and L of 3 list hello. Now within the list, how to extract single first one? Again, index of 0. So now L of 2 for that 3, inside that 0. Now inside that 0 will give the output as hello. Like this, I'm going to get the final answer hello. How many has written this one? Everyone are correct. Other than this one, everyone are wrong. List na. In the list, how to extract single item? First item. L of 2. Within that 3. What is the output you got? List of hello. How this object will be stored, guys? In the box hello na. And what is the index number of this? One item only na. For example, in the list you are having 10. Only one item is there. How this will be created? Object will be created. One box or 10 boxes will be there. One box only na. In that, what is the index number of that? How to select single value from that? In the list, single value is there. That to single value, how to select, extract? Index of 0. Added 0. So L of 2 of 3 of 0. Output is hello. So just observe whatever I have told you now. Just here I am going to write the same. This is the L na. This one is L. First let me write only L. Entire thing I have got. After L, I will write with the L of 2 only. What is the output? Now I am applying indexing on the output one. I am not applying on the original one. Forget about the original one. Delete it. This is not there. Now I am applying indexing only on this. In this, I want this one. What is the index number of this one? 0, 1, 2, 3. Either 3 I can write or -1 also I can write. So I am adding the L of 2 and within the L of 2. Within the L of 2 means this one. For this one, I am adding the 3. Index number 3. What is the output? List of L. For the output means this one. For this one, I am adding the next index number. For this one, I am adding the next index number. When I add the next index number on this, what is the output I am going to get? Hello. Now for this, if I add one more index number, for the output, what is the output you got? String of hello. For the string of hello, if I add one more indexing, is that possible? Indexing is possible on the strings. So if I add one more bracket 3, what is the output I am going to get? E0, 1, 2, 3, EL. Is the point is clear? For the output you are applying, not on the original one. Forget, once you have written L of 2, you have to focus only this one. Don't forget about the first one. First one not there. Once you get the output of this one, forget about the previous one. Only this one is there. For this one, next one. For the next one, next one. Now, for example, I got the up to here, hello. Up to here, hello is there. I want to add the slicing operation. Slicing operation from 0 to 3. What is the answer? It is going to apply on the original list. It is applying on this one. It is applying on the this one. From here to here, first it will be separated. For this one, it is applied. And it is going to give 0, 1, 2. That is HEL. Is the output is clear now? That is the reason I asked you to write each and everything. First you write L, followed by L of 2, followed by this one, followed by this one, followed by this one. If you write everything step by step in the notes, automatically you will get the correct answer. Is the points are clear? Online students, anyone wants, as one of the student, Chinmay is asking the question. 3230. What is the meaning, sir? Can you explain? L of 3 is, L has 3. So I added 3 in the starting. Chinmay, have you attended from the first class? I mean, sorry, the starting of this class? So just I'm adding the square bracket indexing. Just I'm adding the indexing. Now tell me, what is L of 3? L of 3 means what we required. First L we required. What is L? First let me print L first. This is L. Now in this L, tell me what is L of 3. First tell me what is L of 3. What is the output of L of 3? Huh? List of 30 to 38. Okay. For the output, can I apply indexing? Yes or no? I'm adding the indexing for the output of 0. What is the answer? Int 32. For that, I'm going to apply one more indexing. Okay. Is that possible or not? No. Why? Because output is int. For int, next one is not possible. Which one is possible? That one, next one we can add the indexing or slicing, anything. Which is not possible, we cannot add. Is that clear? Concept is clear? Yeah. Now, next, slicing. Same logic of slicing. How you have applied the slicing concept in the strings, same logic is applied even in the strings. Starting point, ending point, where end is not included with a increment. Now, one of the students has asked me the question, why the starting point, ending point is not included? Because the reason behind that is, if I ask 10 numbers, if I ask, you will tell the 10 numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 integers I'm asking. 10 positive integers. 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10. You are going to say 10 positive integers in the sequential order 1 to 10. But according to the Python, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the first 10 numbers. For Python, first 10 numbers includes with the 0. We will not consider 0 as the integer only and will not consider that one. If anyone asks that, tell me first 10 numbers. If you go and ask any school kid, please tell me the first 10 numbers means, he'll always start with the 1 and he'll tell with the 10. But Python starts with the first number as 0. Now total 10 numbers has to be selected means, when you are starting with the 0, last number should not be included. If last number is also included, 11 numbers will come. So that is the reason slicing operation will not include the last, because it starts with the 0 as the initial number. For example, Python has started with the indexing with 1 only, starting only 1 only, no discussion of anything. then you will not have any problem. Last number also included, everything is same. Since index number is not starting with the 1, it is started with the 0, that is the problem. Is the point is clear? Now, so here 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, index number 1 to 5. 1 to 5 means 1 to 4, that is 20, 30, 40 and 50. Index number 1, 2, 3 and 4. 20, 30, 40 and 50. Up to that you are going to get. Output what? What is the output? List of. Because you are applying slicing operation on the list means output is also list. If you are applying slicing operation on the string means output is string. If you are applying slicing operation on any data type, that data type is the output. On which one you are applying the slicing, that is the output. String slicing will give the string. List slicing will give the list. Is the point is clear? So this is the list of 20, 30, 40 and 50. And similarly, list concatenation. How you are going to do the string concatenation? How you are adding two strings? Similarly, we can add the two lists into one single list. But left side also list only should be there, right side also list only should be there. If one side list and another side string is there, it will throw the error. Both of them should be list only. Then only list concatenation is possible. Okay. Now similarly, we are having in the same way this one, string into 3, list concatenation. Now in one of my interview, I asked a silly question to one of the student. What is very silly question? 2 into 5. I asked the question 2 into 5. He told that 10. This is not the interview question. First I asked 2 into 5. After this I asked the question, silly question. Now what is the silly question is how? So when I asked this question, how you got 2 into 5 as 10? I asked the silly question, how? For that he has given extraordinary answer. What is the answer he has given, you know? Sir, in the 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, 2 threes are 6, 2 fours are 8, like that. So according to that table, 2 fives are 8, 10 will come, it seems. Mind blowing answer. Then what I have to tell for that type of people? Okay, same thing. I have told the same thing. Literally or God. Okay. Now coming to the point, what is meant, how this one means? Adding 2 for 5 times. That is the meaning. Multiplication means adding multiple times. That is the meaning of multiplication. He don't know what is the meaning of multiplication, but he'll do the multiplication, it seems. Without knowing what we are doing, that person is called as monkey. If you ask a monkey to jump from here to there, it will jump. It will not ask question why. It will not ask any question. It will blindly jump. It will not ask any question. But humans will ask some questions. For example, the person who is sitting in the first bench. Okay, first I'll ask him to get out. Okay, stand and go outside. If I say like this, if he is not asking any question to me, why sir, why I have to go? If he is not asking any question and silently he is going, then he is called as monkey. He has to ask the question, why? What mistake I have done? Then human. What purpose we are writing, for what we are writing, without knowing anything, blindly if you write the code, you are called as coding monkey. In the IT industry, we call them as coding monkeys. 100% in your real life, you'll observe one person will be there in your team in the future. Remember this point. And other team members will do the comments, called it as coding monkey. He will bring the code from the chat GPT or somewhere he'll bring the code. And if you ask, how you got this one, please don't ask the question. Code is there now. You enjoy with the code, but don't ask the question why. Answer was completed, but don't ask the question why. How? They are called as coding monkeys. Blindly they will do. For what purpose they are writing, they don't know anything. So the same thing. Why I asked this question is, I asked string concatenation. What is Siva plus Siva? He told that Siva, Siva. Okay, correct answer. I asked that what is meant by string concatenation? Sir, adding of two strings. Again, correct answer. Then I asked what Siva plus 2. He told that error, sir. Because first one is string, second one is int. So string concatenation is not possible. Error. Okay. Again, correct answer. Then I told that Siva into 2. Sir, concatenation can be done only with the plus symbol, not with the multiplication symbol. What is the meaning? Then I asked what is the meaning of multiplication? Multiplication meaning, for that separate meaning is there? Multiplication is not having any meaning, sir. Oh, multiplication is not having any meaning. Okay, then what is 2 into 5? 10. How, miss? Then he has told that answer. In that way it has got. So here meaning of Siva into 2 means adding 2 times Siva. Literally this one and this one both are same. Siva plus Siva or Siva into 2 both are same only. Okay. Just I asked like this, Siva into 3. He told that into is not possible. Only adding is possible, it seems. So into means nothing but adding multiple times now. Siva plus Siva plus Siva. And you are going to get this one. Similarly, list into 2. What is the meaning of this means? Same list adding multiple times. List plus list plus list. So you are going to get the output like this. Okay. Is the point is clear? Multiplication means adding multiple times. Now, one student will ask the question, sir, Siva plus Siva is possible, means plus symbol is possible. Siva into 2 also possible. Siva divided by 2 is possible. Basically, this is only not possible. But here, into meaning is adding multiple times. So plus is only called as concatenation. Multiple time plus is called as multiplication. So multiplication and plus symbol are accepted. That too, when you are doing the multiplication, you have to add the integer only. You cannot take that Siva into Siva. Siva into Siva means adding Siva for Siva times. Siva times is not available. So it is going to throw the error like that. Is the point is clear? Next, coming to the most important point, list is mutable. Okay, what is meant by list is mutable? So here I can modify in the original data only something. Now let's take an example like this. For example, purpose list is mutable. S is equal to, I'm going to write first string SIVA. So it is going to create an object SIVA 0, 1, 2, 3, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Yes. Okay. Now here I want to replace the I with H. I want to replace I with H. Generally, how to replace? Generally, what is the syntax for replacement? Means first you have to write the variable name. What are the variable name you are having? In the bracket, you have to write the index number so that you will get the old value. First extract the old value. Which one you want to replace? First extract the previous value. Is equal to new value. You have to write new value. Then in that position, new value will be assigned. Old value will be replaced with the new value like this. That is the syntax. Replace will create with respect to different object. Replace will create the different object. So here within the same object you have to do the replacement, means this one. And this is applicable only on the mutable data types, not on the immutable data types. So let us see this one. So here Siva. Now I want to replace I with H. So first I have to extract I. For extracting I am using S of 1. S of 1 means I. This I am trying to replace with the H value. And it is going to throw the error that type error, string doesn't support item assignment because string is immutable. Now the same logic I am applying on the L is equal to 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Wow. 10, 20, 30, 40. Index number of 0, 1, 2, 3. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. And this is L. Now, I want to replace 20 with 200. How to replace 20 with 200? First select 20. How to select individual 20? L of 1. That is old value. That old value you have to replace with the new value of 200. And it is working. It is throwing the error. It is working. Two lines of code only. Here also I have taken 4. Here also I have taken 4. In that second one I am replacing. Here also I am replacing the second one. But here it is throwing the error. But here it is working without any error. Okay, sir, replaced. Print first. Okay, print L means it is going to go into the L, this position, and this position will be filled with 200 like this. First it will go to that position and it will fill the new value. In that position the new value will be filled and you are going to get the output like this. Where it has done? In the original object only. In the original object it has went inside and it has erased the previous value. What are the previous value is there? Earlier it is 20 is there. 20 was replaced with the 200 like this. Since it is mutable, it has done. Why it is not doing like that? Because it is immutable. Same logic now. Old value replaced with the new value. Which position you want to replace? Position and new value. You are writing the position with the new value. So I am trying to replace that position with the new value means it is not accepting. Because it is an immutable type, it is a mutable type. Is the point is clear? Done. So in tomorrow's class, we are going to start with the list methods. Various methods are available and we are going to discuss all these methods one by one. How to add the item, how to remove the item, how to replace, how to sort, everything, multiple. Okay, multiple methods are there. So we are going to discuss in the tomorrow's class. If you are having any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, I am going to add the notes and please practice. We can do. Yes. Right? As one of the student, Manish is asking the question. This is the question. So, according to the Manish, this is the question. Sir, please explain the questions. So, 1 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than 3, and 5 is less than 4. Here I am having parenthesis, greater than symbol, or means 3 types of operators are used. Arithmetic operator is there, comparison operator is there, logical operator is there. Which one comes first? Arithmetic operator, that is bracket. So 1 is greater than 2. What is the answer? 1 is greater than 2. False. Or 3 is greater than or equal to 3. True. And 5 is less than 4. False. Now out of which one will be completed first? What is the output? What is the now output? What is the overall output? Okay, Manish, is your question is clear for your second question? Now, first question. According to you, the first question, once again. Now, for your first question, here I am having only comparison operator and with respect to second one is called as logical operator. 5 is greater than 3, true. Or 2 is less than 3, false. And 3 is greater than 5. This is also false. Now, what is the next one? Manish, is your question is clear? First question also. Just apply the sequence order. Which comes first, that one you have to apply. Done. Others, if you are having any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, you can leave. Tomorrow we'll continue.